So if you could kind of walk us through what that would look like, and then you just said you can sell real estate, invest it in stocks or bonds or intermediate investment, and then roll it back into something else. So kind of walk us through how that works.
Absolutely. So the first thing to understand about the Deferred Sales Trust is it's not a 1031 exchange. Okay. So commercial real estate is like a religion. By the way, I'm part of that religion. I love commercial real estate. It's my first love. I think it's the best way to create long-term and active or passive income and build your wealth. Okay. So don't get me wrong, that is where I've made my wealth too, okay? But that being said, the Deferred Sales Trust basically offers all of the shortcomings that the 1031 doesn't offer, okay? And so the first one is it doesn't have to be like-kind real estate, right? Which is great because there's a time to buy and there's a time to sell. Just like it's a great time, we think, to buy stocks because they're on a discount. They're very, very low, right? And it might come back well. Likewise, real estate values might be holding up for a little bit right now. It's a great time to sell and wait on the sidelines. So that's what the Deferred Sales Trust allows you to do. You can buy it works for high-end primary homes. It works for collectibles, artwork. It works for businesses. We've done dentists, veterinarians. It works for single-family homes, multiple single-family homes. So to answer your question, you can sell one property at a time and slowly move it into one trust. So the idea is to create this Deferred Sales Trust wealth plan, and you create this one trust, and that's the center of it. And you can slowly sell one home at a time. So we have some clients, for example, who own 20, 30, 40, 50, 100 homes. And the biggest challenge with trying to package those together and to do a 1031 is timing, right? And if you package them together, you can sell it to a big investor, but he's going to want to probably a 20 to 30% discount. So the intent is to get the highest price for the property you're selling. The challenge is the 1031 really doesn't allow you to do that. The solution is the Deferred Sales Trust, and that I can sell each individual home slowly to single-family home buyers who can get FHA financing low and pay that extra 20 to 30%, just the regular market for the property. And then you can just slowly put the proceeds into the trust. And all of a sudden you compile it. And now once it's all compiled, you can use those funds for a down payment on a brand new property. Right? Up to 80% of the funds. We need to keep 20% liquid in stocks, bonds, and mutual funds. But the other 80% can go into your own deal, Chris. But it also can diversify within multiple syndications, because here's the other thing. The whole entity doesn't have to move. So you might say, hey, Kevin Bupp has a mobile home park fund. I'm going to diversify and put about $200,000 there. Rod Cleef has a multifamily deal. Dan Hanford has a deal here. And I'm going to do my own deal as well. You start to diversify your equity into multiple geographical locations across the U.S. and multiple product types. The 1031 just doesn't allow you to do that. Most 1031s, you sell a single asset and a single product type and a single location, and you buy a little bit bigger one down the street, but it's, so you have a little bit more diversification because you have more units, but it's still a single product type and a single location. Well, what if you're in a state or a city where the jobs just get decimated and now all of those renters can't pay? And it's facing a deal right now in Vegas. A lot of Vegas is tied to the industry of entertainment and spending. And it's like a ghost town right now. And so we had a client who was ready to do Deferred Sales Trust, and the deal fell apart because the buyer walked away from his non-refundable deposit because essentially the city's been hit really hard, and who knows with a lot of these renters if they're going to be able to pay rent. So I'll pause there and make sure that answered your question.
You have just listened to another information-packed episode of Capital Gains Tax Solutions with Brett Swarts. We hope you enjoyed today's show and found it helpful. Visit capitalgainstaxsolutions.com to access the show notes and to access more resources. Don't forget to leave a review and join us again next time.